Let's see here. BF4 says Bakum instead of Kaboom. I saw that in an episode of Dragon Ball as a teenager, and me and my brother thought it was the funniest thing. Yeah, Japanese onomatopoeia is fun. So, things are happening. Let's find out what things. Oh boy. That is, foreboding. That and the Bakum. Raylan says save now. Okie doke. I also have Bean out because starter Pokemon and probably some sort of fight. Oh. No, out of everything, that is not what I was expecting. I'm immediately reminded of a game I let's played years ago. The Light in the Sky. At some point, that happened, and nobody talked about it. It was kind of disappointing. Well, time to make up for it. This doesn't look good, Erika. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. I've heard from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Time for me to save the world, I guess. The way the sky has changed. It is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy. It struck the night that Erika fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Hopefully you're gonna come to the conclusion that it's a good way, like I am here to save the world, and not doom it. However, this is not the first time Pokemon has tried to place me as the mistaken bad guy. Who or what are you really, Erika? A Survey Corps member? Indeed, you've done all I ordered. But that does not answer the question of who you really are. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Erika has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think she's got the sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn. Can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? This stranger appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee she is who she says? who here can guarantee she is to be trusted. But that's... No one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Erika supposed to do then? She will be given the chance to investigate this latest disaster. But not as a member of the Galaxy team. She remains a suspect unless she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky. And so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silene? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Erika? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free, rather than clap you in chains. Well, I'm at least thankful for that. I have expected that to be the case. To walk out in chains, I mean. Dragging me to the place up there. You're to be expelled? From the village? Seriously? Orders are orders. Let's go. Automatic dialogue. This way. I'm gonna dawdle if I'm not forced to walk. I'm not allowed to talk to people. Alright, I guess we'll go. Oh, I can't run. Nobody pay attention to the miniature parade here. No, whatever you heard, don't believe it. Okay, who's spreading rumors about me? We can take it from here, ma'am. I swear, if you are rough at escorting me out of town, I am going to have Wario Land punch you. I am being gracefully allowed to leave. Don't ruin it. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort her from the village into the Fieldlands camp. How come too? As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then, I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. Good musical timing. Gosh, this is freaky. I can't believe the boss would do this. He quelled all those nobles' frenzies under his own orders. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable. and I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. Yeah, this is a bit of a witch hunt, isn't it? You must not. You will only cause Erika more pain if you are driven out as well for defending her. No, they can defend me. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adaman and Arita might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where mine to be if you want the Diamond Clan. Honestly, I'm not sure where any of the wardens are. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. Is that what we're calling it? If I might offer my advice, in this life, you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. Yeah, but this is a bit extreme. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach? To complete the Pokédex. That dream simply won't come true without you. Are we talking a literal dream, or... Well, so much for doing subquests after I progress the plot. I'm glad you're at least willing to hang out here. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where... Also repeated dialogue. Okay, I just remembered something else I wanted to do while I have a crafting table accessible to me. What else are the King's Leaf used for? Anything else besides the potions? Twice spiced radish. Boost the power of the Pokemon's moves by 50%. Not sure how often I would use that, so, Oh. Actually, let's not use all of these. We'll craft 31. How do I make full heals? I did not buy the recipe for full heals because I didn't think it would be worth making full heals. Oops. Wyolan says, yeah, from the moment you said, I'll progress the plot to unlock side quests, I was like, oh boy, wait until she sees what happens. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make sure to not spoil this in the thumbnail. And good night, Warriorland. I could just teleport there. No reason to walk. Where have you been? For that matter, where has Cleaver been? I visited this place multiple times since that boss fight, and neither of you have been around to find. You! What in the world did you do? Why is everybody making this assumption? Come on, even I have been thinking from the start that I've been brought here to save the world from this. Why can't anybody else make that assumption? Like, y'all have had a savior of the world once before. Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. You know, if that was the entire point of this rift, why would I be trying to stop the frenzies? I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. Never mind, then. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try to put on a brave face. You've been a help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Though it must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Claver's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. One of mine might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll most likely find Mai at the Warden Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hisui, there's a place for you as well. Oh, you're actually sticking around this time? Still wondering where Claver is. Trying to double-click. It is still there, right? It has its eyes... It has its eye closed. I didn't know that was a thing. Does that mean I can't catch Unknown until this is over? I've no idea why. Would catching all the Unknown automatically send me back to town, and thus they're made uncatchable to prevent that? No, well, as long as we're here. Bag, where's the bag? This is the spot, right? Oh! No, that's the... Wait. You were sitting on it. You little sneak. Wonder how that person died. And... return trip. Okay, Warden Bridge. Well, there's a satchel there. kill two birds with one stone. Oh. Suddenly 2 alpha Magikarps. And apparently the alpha Pokemon music is a little bit different during this particular situation. You know what? When else am I going to get the opportunity to fight 2 Magikarps at alpha Magikarps at that? They're not actually going to do anything. We'll do a little bit of this. And for the sake of variety, a little bit of this. Even the battle music was different. Yes, Beer Force. Collecting satchels means that I am returning players' lost items. Because apparently you can't just go back and retrieve the items yourself. And then after the fact, you have to acknowledge the fact that you saved the items. Because this isn't automatic for some reason. I haven't gotten the dubious disc to evolve a Porygon Z yet. I really did decide to mostly take a break in between streams. Hi. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? Oh, you haven't heard? I'm trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? Oh, so you have heard, but you don't believe it. Can I hug you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weird Deer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but... forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. I imagine if you were part of the Pearl Clan, you would say instead that space solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. You know, when Arceus sent me to this world, I'm surprised it wasn't with a quest to save the world. It was instead to Find all Pokemon. Hello, little friend. I'm surprised you're not attacking me. That feeling when a vicious Pokemon trusts you more than your fellow man. Like, up to this point, the only friendly Shinx that I've encountered is the one that I caught. And that's only because I caught it. As an aside, no, that does not mean that Pokeballs brainwash Pokemon. I don't think that technology actually exists in this era. Strange events seem to follow you wherever they go, don't they? Yes, and so do you. What's up with that? Found you at last, Erika. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? You know, technically speaking, I haven't actually bought anything from you directly. Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite a pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan. Well, I wouldn't really say that. Or have you heard things that I haven't? Maddie says, it's been confirmed Pokeballs don't do that, if I remember right, actually. I'm curious where that confirmation was. Anyway, no place, to say nothing of how poorly that the Galaxy team has treated you. Well, at the very least, they're not wanting to kill me this time. But not to worry. There are still corners of the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. I swear, if you lead me to the rift. Here we are. Where is this? I know, it's no palace. But you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Random thought. You beg to become a Pokemon, but you don't get to choose which one. Now I'm curious. I'm going to Google random Pokemon and see what it chooses for me. Random Pokemon generator. Generate one Pokemon from all regions, all types. What do I get? I get Emolga. I'll be honest, that I would not mind. The generator was nice to me. Kiba says you will be a Dunsparce. Or a Thunsparce? Is Thunsparce a thing? Either way, that would definitely be a beggars can't be choosers thing. Honestly, in that case, I think I prefer being human. Who dat? Shirking your work to come pester me again? Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Well, somebody's not paying attention. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kogita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No mistress, thank you. Just Kogita. And this is? Why am I immediately reminded of Mother Nature from The Year Without a Santa Claus? Why, Erika is the woman of the hour. 2 hours, in fact. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Well, obviously I'm lost, so a duty? Indeed. I aim to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. Well, yeah, I could have told you that. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. Out of curiosity, where is this dear hideaway? Doom and gloom aside, it's kinda nice to see the story pick up. The story hasn't necessarily been ignored during this adventure, but it's largely been vignettes. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. You know, this is a thing that I've thought about on occasion. What if, in these fictional realms, there is something like a space-time rift that not only connects to fictional realms, but also reality? Imagine if one day somebody went through one of these fictional realms and wound up in our world. Like, all of a sudden, you're visited by a Mew who went through a space-time rift. I mean, if there are, in fact, an infinite amount of alternate realities, there's gotta be a reality where Pokemon exist, and one where they can break through dimensions into ours. Probably not, though. Both of these are wrong, and I know it, and I hate the fact that I have to choose a wrong answer. So I'm gonna flip a coin here. Heads, the Diamond Clan. Tails, the Pearl Clan. It came up heads. The wrong answer? The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. Time traces the path we tread from the here and now into the future. Keepa says, you choosing decides the legendary. Well, it's a good thing I don't really care about either. While space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. Keepa says, you get both regardless. That was my next question. one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? I don't know, why don't you ask them? You really can't. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, lost one, here is what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance: Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. Oh, we're finally going to figure out what's up with those boulders. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. Yeah, that's how it usually works. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? And here comes a choice. Of course. Actually, it's not really a choice. There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Oh, now you respond. Mr. Kogita's got a lovely workbench here. And if you need materials, I'll be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What, you're not going to help me save the world for free? So Maddie recognizes what the red chain is. Kiba says, I never finished Diamond version. When I streamed this, everyone knew what the red chain was, while I was clueless. Yeah, I never got that far in Diamond and Pearl. Okay, so here's the thing about Diamond and Pearl. The battle system sucks. It is so freaking slow. I'm like mashing the button trying to make it go faster, but it wouldn't. I wound up getting bored around the 4th gym. I think I made it just a little bit past that one town where the contests are. Maddie says Platinum is better. So I've heard. So if I ever play Gen 4 legit, I'm playing Platinum version. I'm also not playing the remakes because... what the heck? It'll be a while before I actually get to Gen 4, though. I want to actually finish Emerald version first. I have some unfinished business with it. Anyway, yeah, I suppose the bigger concern here is about the pastures. Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? You ask that question optimistically. I assume there is an answer. This was not the answer I expected. What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. That is totally Silene's, Abra. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go, Erika. Off we go, Erika. Okay, I'll see to it. You have a nice house, by the way. It's also the first of these tents I've encountered that did not have the pictures of random people in the back. I still have no idea who those are supposed to be. Hello, hello! It's an Abra! Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter. A letter addressed to you, Erika. You take a closer look at the letter. To Erika, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene, Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Yeah, I knew I could trust her to trust me. Good tidings from the letter, then? You know what? For the fun of it, it's a secret. However, I have a feeling that regardless of which option I chose, we would continue the conversation thusly. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. This is the second time we've seen the word consummate. Are we going to encounter some consummate V's? Is anybody even going to get that reference? Also, nice to see these two here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm glad these two have been a major part of the story. They are actually pretty interesting characters. I like them. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles too. Seems all quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing attention, so it'll just be one of us. Me or her, it's up to you. No, the answer should be obvious. You. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to quell Cleaver. You and I made his bombs together. Let me think it over. Obviously you'll choose me, right? Who gave you the Celestica flute in the first place? That's right, this strapping young man. Nah. Girls stick together. Just what I would expect of you, Erika. You made the right choice. You won't regret it. I will say, though, it was a tough choice. I really enjoyed how Adaman came along and put the smack to Melly. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. Erika trusts me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. Sure, we'll go with that. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander, so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. But yes, we should get moving. I'd rather we walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose. Alright, Erika. You and Erika... Well, you two do what needs doing. And seeing as I've never actually finished Diamond and Pearl, I didn't even recognize the names of these places until now. Of course, those are the same locations that are in Diamond and Pearl, where you find those 3 legendary Pokemon. Ancient Retreat. Well, I was right about one thing. We did unlock a new map. So how does this work? Aber can transfer Pokemon between your party and the pastures in Jubilife Village. Neat. Don't really need to right now. I don't even know what Pokemon I'm going up against. Nope. Invisible wall. Ain't going nowhere. Can't use my mount here either. I can walk through some plants, but not others. So, as long as I'm not looking at the sky, this place has a nice mystic vibe to it. As soon as I look at the sky again, though, it's like, oh yeah, that. Something you need? Well, you've come to the right place. I am a Ginkgo Guild merchant, after all. Okay, so you sell the same stuff as the shop in town. It kind of makes me wonder if you would have less stuff to sell if I didn't go on all those quests to expand the item shop's inventory. Just gonna do this real quick. There. I feel better about that now. Choice dumpling. I forgot about that. And there's a few things I learned how to make but didn't actually learn what they do. So the choice dumpling, Pokemon will deal more damage when using that move, but will take more damage as well. Yeah, I ain't ever using that. I need to do a little bit of this real quick. I'm here to make some money back. Yeah, that money I just spent for you on you, we're undoing it. Well, some of it anyway. So I just realized I have a grip gravel. Who should I use it on? Ricus? Ricus. Oh no, that'll... We only have your attack to boost. Okay, who needs more defense? You could use more defense. You could use more special defense. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh right, Beer Force has reminded me I had an extra satchel in the menu. Do I, though? No. Yeah, those are all the satchels that are out in the world somewhere. In case you wanted to go looking for them. No, these are not satchels I found, but satchels yet to find. I think. Well, now I'm kind of curious. Well, let's go to one of these places now, and we can find out along the way. We'll start with the Obsidian Fieldlands. Okay, Kiba says those are the satchels in the world currently. I think it's kind of a random selection of which satchels wind up spawning. Either that or 3 people have died in the Fieldlands in the time I was at that camp. Technically speaking, I have died 0 times, aside from losing to bosses. Do you wish to return to the ancient retreat? Say the word and you'll be there in no time at all. Okay, I have a way back. Guess we're not gonna be hanging around with the professor right now. Where did he go? I hate that you can't look at that stuff while flying. Okay, so there's 4 satchels in the Fieldlands, according to that. 1, 2, 3... Where's the 4th one? Up there. Well, I'm not gonna go after them right now. Why am I going the long way? I can just go over the mountain. Well, as long as we landed. My gosh, 90 hours. These Pokemon games lately know how to keep me playing. Let's see, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was 200 hours. Let's Go was 120 hours. Place your bets. Do you think I'll be finished with this game before or after 120 hours? They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go, anyway. I would be interested in hearing more of how this is actually the case. Apparently, my ARC phone has told me to point the screen at the rock. I was not expecting a cave. I was thinking we would blow up the rock. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the ARC phone the professor was going on about? Yeah, this is the first time it's done this sort of thing, though. What surprises wait within, I wonder? Mistress Kagita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. I intend to complete the Pokédex as far as air quotes completion goes, but I will not be doing all the check marks. That ain't worth it. It's one of those things in this game that isn't worth the effort. Like buying all the satchel space and finishing the air balloon race. The air feels somehow tense in here. No, I was not expecting an Alpha Gudra. Especially since I've already seen an Alpha Gudra elsewhere. Menacing Pokemon stands before you. You and your Pokemon quelled Hisui's nobles. You can handle any battle, Erika. I'm actually going to have to fight that thing. Alright, Tabitha, time to prove your worth. Heh, steel type attacks. Oh wait, I have one. Oh yes, we're doing this. This'll take a few turns. Is there anything I can do? I mean, this'll be weak, but if I could lower your defense... Well, it's worth trying once. Actually, it's worth trying twice. Well, this is bad. Oh, of course it's a critical hit. Alright. Speaking of using attacks that can't miss... I know I taught somebody something that was kinda like that. Oh, I can check my moves. Good. Critical hit. Magical leaf. Not the ideal attack, though. Raises action speed. You know what? Two can play at this game. Sucks to be missing out on an experience. It's curious, but when I watch you and your Pokemon battle, I feel as if there's no obstacle that can't be overcome if people and Pokemon work together. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You feel a mysterious presence. What does it feel like? Oh, so that's a Mesprit. Or Mesprit? I'm assuming I'm not going to have to actually fight it. Your emotions. Share them with me. Alright, you asked for it. I can only imagine how it must feel to speak directly with a Pokemon like that. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Bewilderment? I feel like I'm taking a quiz to be turned into a Pokemon. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Pretty neat. So exciting, I guess? What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? I felt kind of bitter, actually. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Mesprit's plume? Proof that you have completed the trials set by... You just handed me a letter. Huh. Neat. Proof that you have completed the trials set by Mesprit, the being of emotion that lives in Lake Verity. This item is needed to forge the red chain. But am I gonna hang the letter on it? I know that Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words did not reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter a mystery. Next, on to Lake Valor or Lake Acuity. Kiba says, I think that's one of those Japan good luck charms you write on and hang on a tree or something. Well, either that is a Pokemon I'm not gonna catch, or seeing it does not count as seeing it. Pokemon is really bad about that. Like, it only counts if you get into a battle with them for some reason. Which way is out? Looks like that worked out well, Erika. I must say, you know an awful lot about Hisui, Volo. I suppose a merchant like you sees all sorts of things in their travels. Yes, that's why it's the perfect disguise. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. To be clear, I don't know a disguise for what, but I know it's a disguise. It has to be. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. Same goes for me. Our clan settled at the very spot where our forebears once beheld Almighty Sinnoh. Which one? But I have still never seen Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Waiting matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kagita's home? Yes. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legends told it true. Then the red chain must be real as well. Was there any doubt? I mean, it would certainly be an interesting if a legend in a video game wasn't true. And I don't mean Mew being under the truck. That is not a legend, that is an urban myth. I beg your pardon, Kogita, ma'am. But what do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain? And why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Well, actually, she kind of is. She was kind of just handed the role as a baby or something. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? Deep. That is deep. One might even say the world, time, space, all creation, exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. She's got a good point. Imagine if the universe existed, but nobody was aware to it. Aware to. How do I finish that sentence? Whatever, you get what I'm trying to get at. What? So does the mind create the world? But isn't it the other way around? Or is it... Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials, and we will get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of successes to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Well, he's not insulted by that comment, so I guess it's correct. And is there anything wrong with it? Nope. Okay, good. We come here and we're all healed up. That is the reason I wanted to come back first. And I really don't have anything else I want to do. Aside from end the stream. Oh, right. We can't end the stream without letting everybody out first. So I guess there was something else I wanted to do. I just like the fact that we're able to let everybody out like this. A shame that they can't actually follow me around. Maybe that'll be a thing in Scarlet and Violet. As an aside, those are harsh color names. And that's all I have to say on that matter. If you've enjoyed today's stream, feel free to give me a follow. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Next time, we'll go ahead and, I guess we'll continue this quest. Not like we got anything else to do. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.